Hello everyone, please listen to episode 4. In Tianyi's study room, he was painting a portrait of Qimei. Then he happily went to the living room to meet his parents. His mother saw the smiling face of Tian Yi and guessed that he must agree with their decision. She asked, "My dear son, do you agree with us?" "Yes," Tian Yi answered. The father was so happy by overhearing it from next room. While walking to the living room, he said with pride, "I know my son's super smart. He is well known for his filial piety, far and wide. See, this is sure enough. Okay, my son, tell me. So you have made up your mind to marry?" Lord Zhang confirmed with Tian Yi. "Yes, father. I dare not do things against you." The father was with a proud smile while stroking his beard. "But I could promise you under one condition," Tian Yi said. "Oh yes, I will agree with whatever conditions you raise as long as you agree with us," Lord Zhang said. Tian Yi took out a painting of Qimei and told them if they could find a girl who just looked like her, he would agree to marry. The father didn't even give a glance of it and said, "Okay, this time I just listened to you, but you cannot regret it." Next, he gave an order to several servants to search for the girl in the painting. 1 month passed, and there was no information about the girl in the painting. The mother complained to her husband. She said, "Why did you easily promise him? Such a beautiful girl I've never seen in my life. Where can we find her?" Lord Zhang sighed and said, "What did I do in my previous life? And let me have such an filial son." Then he left the room. With the painting in his hand, a chamberlain with 5 followers traveled from place to place and went door to door to match any young girl with the painting. Tian Yi wanted to get rid of marriage, and he thought that they would never find her. So he just felt more free and began to concentrate on his study. Hard work paid off, and eventually the group of people arrived at the mountain deer village. This village was not big, but it was around with beautiful scenery. There was a mountain to its right and river to its left. But because of the severe drought, the river dried up. All the villagers had no food to eat, even clean water to drink. A lot of people died of hunger. There was a once family living in this village. It was a happy family before, but the son and daughter-in-law all died last year, and only a grandmother and granddaughter named Qimei, who was 17 years old, living a hard life. That day, Qimei was boiling wild vegetables, and she carried 2 bowls. She carefully put the vegetables into the bowls, because she was burning firewood from which her face also got some black dust. She carried the 2 bowls of wild vegetables, walking into the room while calling her grandmother to get ready to eat. At this time, the searching group broke the door, and the chamberlain started to match her with the painting. He roughly gave a glance at Qimei, whose face was full of dust, and hastily turned away. Others all covered their noses to avoid the smell of vegetables, and went away immediately. On the way, they were walking out. One of them said, "Don't think the poor girl's face is dirty, but I think she's very pretty." The head servant stopped and asked, "What? What did you say? Who is pretty?" "The girl carrying the vegetables," the servant replied. Then the search group immediately hurried back to Qimei's home. At the time they arrived, the girl had already washed her face and was reading a book to her grandmother. As soon as the door opened, the girl turned her head, all the servants stunned by her beauty. Ah, so beautiful. Everyone looked at the painting and compared it with Qimei, which was exactly the girl they were looking for. All of them felt relieved from several months long searching. Congratulations, young master. The girl in the painting has been found. One servant came to report to Tianyi. With great surprise, with eyes wide open. He still didn't believe the girl they found was Qimei. He simply answered and continued with his reading. Very soon, the marriage date was arranged. On this day, the wedding team set out to get bride. Tianyi didn't expect to marry so soon. He secretly talked to several of his friends. Tianyi told them, I've been learning Taoism for years, and I have no intention to marry. I didn't know that my parents set wedding dates so fast. Please help me with some good suggestions. What should I do? One of his friends said, This year is just the year that imperial examination opens in the capital. Let's go to the capital. Another one agreed. Yes, this is a very good idea. Then he whispered some secret words into Tianyi's ear. During the wedding ceremony, Tianyi and the bride were all in wedding dresses. As in the traditional way, the bride's head was covered with a piece of red cloth. They both stood facing to the south. An old man was calling out, First, to thank heaven and earth. Second, to thank your parents. And the third, to thank each other. And the next, to go to the bridal chamber. In the evening, in the bride's chamber, the bride was sitting on the bed, waiting for the bridegroom to take away the head cover. Time went minute by minute, and it was very quiet. About midnight, Tianyi thought, if I took away the bride's head cover, what if she was not Qimei? A few minutes later, he took out the handkerchief given by Qimei and wrote it, Whether you are my destiny or not, I have lofty aspirations for my future. If you recognize this handkerchief, we will definitely meet in the future. After he finished writing, he hurriedly left home on his way to the capital with some of his friends. Did Tianyi have a chance to meet Qimei? Please listen to episode 5. Thank you.